And we're alive. Let's find out, can I still handle a microphone and not completely make a dog's dinner of it? Well, so far so good. I can actually see myself, so I'm doing something vaguely right. Yeah, remember to look up that way. That's okay. You can do that, Peter. You're looking behind the camera, not the camera. You're looking above it. That's right. Now keep your eye line on where you want to be, and you're all right, I think. Okay, we are live and we're kicking. Are we? Well, we are. Okay. Testing, and well, the testing's all done, so we know the microphone works, we know the camera works. Only bit missing is, do I work? Well, that's debatable, but actionable. Customer service. First thing you have got to do, you got to get your preparation done. There is 0.0 point going into any conversations with customers if you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. You've got to have your mind working. I'm going to make reference to your 6 most important things regularly. Let's start already. You got 2 of these, you got 2 of these, you got 1 of these, and 1 of these. This one gets the important bits. You put in here information to make sure that you understand your subject. Any job, you're going to find out there's about 6 questions that probably you're going to get asked a lot of. You might get versions of those questions, but they'll be roughly the same, and the answers will be roughly the same. It won't take you long to work out what they are, but it might help if you actually ask somebody first, because it would save you a lot of time if you've got a clue. As the last thing you want to be doing with a customer is going, "Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, I haven't got a clue. I better go and ask somebody." Well, that's not going to help. As by that point, they're thinking, why, if I'm talking to this person, let me go talk to somebody who knows what they're doing, which in most cases will be the person you're going to go talk to. So get your prep done. Have your ideas. Know where you're going to go. Know what's coming. It saves time. No preparation. Well, guess what happens next? Customer gone. No money. Your boss will want a word with you. I promise he will. In fact, he'll want more than a word. He'll want several words. The last one probably will end in D and involve you clearing your desk. So, preparation. Know your field, know your answers, know where you're going. So if you don't, the next bit really is a problem. The big no! Yeah, the moment you have to say to a customer, "I'm sorry, sir, can't do that." Scary moment. Some people say you should never say no to a customer. You should always say yes, yes, yes. That's over-promising, under-delivering results. Customer takes a little stroll out the door, taking with him very bad views. Your reputation follows, because ancient old phrase, reputations take ages to get and seconds to lose. And believe you me, you over-promise a customer realizing you can't deliver, your history, he's gone, bye, 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 and you are in trouble. It's not against the law to say no to a customer. It isn't. Sometimes you have to say it, because if you don't, you get yourself into so much trouble, it's ridiculous. You've got to remember to say no at times. But the trick is to say no, however. No, sir, we can't do exactly what you just asked me to do. However, let me give you some ideas to what we can do. And it's back that old preparation thing again. Because if you've done your preparation, you actually know what you're going to say next. You can say, "Okay, sir, madam, I can't actually do what you've said, but here's your options. Maybe we can come up with an answer that will settle the problem." And if you explain it to a customer, if you explain it quietly, and they may not get right where they want to get, but they'll get there adjacent. And that's normally enough. They'll get what they want. They'll say, "Okay, this guy couldn't actually do everything, but he's given me enough that I'm satisfied." Ooh, a satisfied customer. Like those, they come back and they tell other people that I went to this company and was fully satisfied because the guy had ideas, he had options for me. Guess what? Ooh, wonderful. Happy customer. Back he comes. Hello, customer. Good to see you back again. Yeah, because you've given him an option. Maybe you couldn't do exactly what he wanted, but you did enough to make sure he was satisfied and came back. That'll do you. As I say, never, ever, ever, ever make a statement to a customer you know you cannot back up. You make that statement, you're done. He's out the door. He is gone. Because believe you me, that is the worst thing you can do. Never, ever, ever overpromise to a customer. Never mislead a customer. Never, ever, 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 ever say something to a customer you know you can't do and cannot. That's not going to happen. You might as well end the conversation. Say, sorry, sir, I've just lied to you. I can't do any of what I just said. Bye. Off you go. He's history. And so are you, by the way. So your boss is going to be pretty annoyed and say, hold on a minute. Did you say to this customer we could do this in the full knowledge we couldn't? Your employment potential has just gone down. In fact, it's gone completely out the window. So overpromising? Don't do it. Never be frightened to listen to a customer. I mentioned them earlier. The big six. Your ears, your eyes. This one up here. Listen to what the customer's saying. Make sure you understand what the customer's saying. Make sure you think to yourself, hold on a minute, is this customer telling me the truth or is this customer giving me a line? You should always be careful. Always, always, always. Just make sure that the customer's on the up and up. That you're getting, use the ears. Get the information into this one. If you've got them in front of you, you got a little bit of body language maybe. But if they're on the phone, well, you haven't. You've just got your ears. And you got the one up here. And finally, this one. Nothing comes out of here that hasn't been carefully examined by here and supported by what these two and these two have told you. You gotta listen to the customer. You gotta make sure that you're getting what the customer's saying. The customer will actually appreciate that because the customer say, oh, this guy's listening to me. This guy is actually hearing what I'm saying. He's hearing me. He's understanding what I'm saying. Make necessary noises. Make necessary noddings. Understand. And if the customer said something that doesn't make sense, check it. Said, hold on, that didn't make sense. Sir, do you want to try that again? Because if the customer says stuff that doesn't make sense, well, it means he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he may, just may, be trying to mislead you somewhere you don't want to go. Always be ready to just check the customer's information. Make sure he's on the up. Again, if he's not, and you get caught, guess what happens next? You're looking at your watch and going, oh dear, it's time to go. I'm done. I didn't spot the customer lying to me. I didn't spot the customer was talking complete garbage. I didn't see it. Yike, I'm done. Sorry, boss. I'll be turning the lights out as I leave. Make sure you make sure that your ears are working. Make sure that the information's up here. And of course, make sure this one doesn't do anything until you're ready. Shooting off your mouth without thinking, you may say something to a customer which you can't dig out. You're done. You're done. Next up is the real nightmare. The customer and you've come to an agreement. Yep, it's all done and dusted. Yeah, order's in. Yep, customer's ordered his stuff and it's all done and dusted. And you get the phone call or the email. It's gone to the wrong place. It was meant to go to Land's End. It's gone to John O'Groats. It was meant to go to Alaska. It's gone to Florida. Whoops. Now then, two paths. Path one, you're the one who messed up. next stop's your boss and you say, I've messed this right up. Don't try hiding it, because the more you hide, the worse you're going to get into trouble. Because you may need his cooperation to get you out of trouble. But the path 2 is where you know, okay, I know where this is. I didn't do it, but XYZ did it, and I need to fix this quickly. How do I do it? 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 Well, you certainly don't talk to the customer until you've got information, but you need the information fast. Because you've got a little period of time between you knowing and the customer working it out. In that period of time, you need answers. You need to know where the package is. You need to know how to get it from where it is to where it should be. And more to the point, a plausible explanation to the customer. Don't give him a load of line. Don't say don't say it's got lost, or I don't know what's going on. Say, right, sir, madam, I know exactly what's happened. It's got put in the wrong package. It got sent on the wrong ship. It got put in the wrong plane. I have now done the following things to get it back. It's now on the right plane. It's coming towards you. It's coming to where it should be. It will be with you X date, Y date. There is no point, and I do mean no point, saying to the customer, I don't know where it is. Could be anywhere. I'll let you know if I find it. You cannot say that. You've got to have the info ready to roll. It's got to be there. Got to be done. If it's not, again, turn out the lights, because you're done and the customer is not going to bother you. The customer's going to say, what a joker. Lost my package. Doesn't know where it is. Doesn't know how to get it back. He's gone. His business is gone. And very likely you're joining him after your boss finds out and says, what a complete joke you are. Bye. And that's the end of you. So the trick is really simple here. Customer service is actually fun. A lot of customers they're fun to deal with. They're useful. They'll tell you, actually learn stuff from your customers. They'll teach you stuff. They'll think, oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of them will come in with their prep done. Whatever your business, the customer will come in. If he's got his prep done, then realistically, you're fine, because, well, you haven't got to do too much thinking. He's prepped and he's fine. Comes in not having done any prep, not having a clue what he's doing, you're in trouble and you got to get to work. And back to where we started. Preparation. You can tell them pretty quick, oh dear, this customer doesn't know what he's doing. This customer is absolutely awful. This customer hasn't got a clue. He's making a whole bunch of unreasonable demands. You've got to be ready to say, right, sir, all of that, what you just said, is not going to happen. What's going to happen is this, and get on with it. Never, ever be frightened of the customer. Never be scared. Be positive. Be friendly. The old eye contact, yeah, a bit of light-hearted humour occasionally might filter into the conversation, if appropriate. And you'll read the customer. You'll never get them all the same. There'll be some little similar, but you'll pick them. The more you deal, the more you know. The more types of customers you get to pick up. And eventually you'll go, all right, these customers are interesting. You do have fun with them. They can be fun people. They can teach you stuff. You'll learn stuff from them. What you won't do is cross the line between customer and friend. That's dangerous at times, because you get too friendly with the customer, you start easing the rules, or think, oh, I'll let this slide, or I'll let this happen for him because he's a really good customer. Play by the rules. Because the moment a customer starts taking the advantage, the old rule comes in. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And you'll find yourself having to make some explanations you don't want to make. Stick to the rules. Make sure they know the rules. Don't wander off them. Don't blur them. You can be friendly, and maybe in occasions you might find ways to help them. But your company policies, your rules, they're there for a reason. To protect you from them. And sometimes to protect you from you. Don't ever push it beyond. The results can be very bad. Because once a customer has got a hold on you, and it is a hold on you, you are in trouble. You can't break that hold without that customer causing you more trouble than you want. You could get yourself into a very, very deep hole. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep it on the straight. Keep it on the narrow. Play safe. Ask yourself one question all the time. Is this going to come back and hurt me at some point? And if the answer to that question is yes, do not do it. Customers are interesting. You never know what's coming. You never quite know what they're going to say. But you should know what you're going to say and what you're going to do. That's important. Where did we start? Preparation. You prep, it becomes easy. All the rest of it fits together like a jigsaw. You just got to make sure you're the one with the picture. And that, my good friends, is the end of the lesson.